All hell is breaking loose in the Republican Party right now over the Epstein files.
Does anybody believe that if this list came out with a bunch of politicians and billionaires and world leaders on it, that consequences would actually come of that? Because we're talking about the people responsible for the world the way it currently is, right? We're not lacking any evidence that these people are guilty of terrible, terrible things. We're talking about people responsible for a debt-based economy that funnels all the wealth to the top, that's little more than just systematic theft over time. We're talking about the people at the top of a system being propped up by child slavery, theft, exploitation, proxy wars, genocides, pollution, corruption, overproduction. The people who have been actively upholding and supporting and financing the weaponized starvation of children for the better part of 2 years now, and actively attacking and trying to criminalize anyone who tries to speak out against it. The sort of people that privatize the water supply in some of the poorest regions to profit from depriving people of basic life necessities. The sort of people that fund the destabilization of developing countries to steal their resources, then functionally enslave the population that actually own the resources in order to get cheap labor to cheaply steal the resources. We don't need the American government to release a document to have evidence that these are terrible, terrible people. The world around you is the evidence. It's everywhere. It's ongoing. It's happening right now, today. So what exactly are we expecting here? That the people at the very top of the system who obviously long since have corrupted and taken near total control of the system are going to use the system to release evidence against themselves, and then use the evidence as a basis to use the system that they control in order to punish themselves. That's what we think is going to happen, because I think this is just going to end up being another lesson that it does absolutely no good to look up and expect for change to come from the top down. For the people at the bottom to look up and ask kindly for the people at the top, the few people who benefit from keeping things the same, to be responsible for making the change. Which I think highlights what is actually kind of the biggest problem in the world right now. That the problem is not so much the crimes of the few, the actions of the few at the top, but rather the inaction of the many, the complicity, the indifferent participation that is required for this system to continue to function. And largely because we've been lulled into a stupor and tricked into forgetting that power is not something that they have over us. Their power is not something that's happening to us. Their power is something that is coming from us, and that will not stop until we stop giving it away.